Hi guys, it's Ray here from City Fan TV. Match is not long finished. It's Everton 1, Man City 3. Another away win, another very hard victory against a dour, resolute, and sometimes very dangerous, dogged Everton team. Give them credit. They work really hard. What's the right word? We weren't ruthless. We weren't fantastic, but we had to be our scrappy best. Is that a good way to describe it? We had to scrap for that win, guys. For all our excellent attacking play, shocking sometimes at the back. It's quite disappointing. The way, once again, we're dodgy at the back. We are not ruthless up front. Abhishek, how you doing, Abhishek? Hope you're well, buddy. Good to have you on board. Chris Welch, hey, both teams lucky to win today. I think by the signs of it, Liverpool were far luckier than City. I think City were better than, value for our win. I think from what I heard, another goalkeeper saying, "Here, Liverpool, have another easy goal." Abhishek says, Mahrez is playing really well. Nobody can deny he has cemented his position. He'll be dropped. That's the Alan, yeah, tough all game for you guys. Sorry, the video quality might not be great. The Wi-Fi here is not as good as in the UK. But hey, guys, look, end of the day, we got our win. Win is a win. It's a win. That's all that matters now. 3 points. And it's the same for Liverpool. It doesn't matter whether you win 5-0, 8-0, 1-0, score off your backside, or own goal, whatever. It's however you get that win. That's all that matters. And that's the truth, guys. That's all that matters. It's getting the win any way you can. And take it anywhere we can, guys. We can't complain about it. Cannot complain. I'm glad for the win. And we move on. We move on to what's going to be the next game. Throwing a goal in for us. That was the story of our game. Yeah, listen to Chris Wilder. He was gutted. I mean, he threw his player under the bus. He said, why hide it? Why hide it? So, the guy made a mistake. Everybody knows he's made a mistake. Why do you pretend under the bus? And Chris Wilder said it was a mistake. And he listened to him on the radio because I was off driving into Paris when the game was on, so I couldn't watch it, the Liverpool game. Wilder said they had 3 good chances to score. So it is. Hey, Spencer Mark, hope you're well. Alan says in Blackpool pleasure beat, so back on next stream. No worries, Alan. Have a good evening. Enjoy your evening. Spencer Mark, hi. Abhishek, Edison was pretty good. He made the one that was hit straight into the ground and up at him. He should be saving that. The one that was hit down by Mina, that's a good save from Edison. I'll give him that. 2 words, Victor and Ichibe. What do you mean, Spencer? Would Victor and Ichibe have scored? Why? I think we should try either Garcia or Howard during the next community game. We desperately need height in the back. I agree, but we've got some height. We're just not marking the right players. I mean, we don't need the height for the defence. When we've been winning games, and last season, we had not much more height at the back. I don't think it's a height at the back that's the problem. We're a shambles at times, and it's not just from the back. It's coming through the midfield. And if you're not going to put your chance to it, look, I've said this on a video I've just done. If you're not going to put your chance to it, it can bite you. Eventually, we had the chances. We didn't put them away. Look at that chance that Gundogan had. Whacked it against the bar. That was crap, as crap can be. I think I could have, even at my age of 51 years old, I think if I'd been in the same position, a better chance of scoring than he did. It was pathetic. We missed plenty of chances. And look, at Watford, we had 5 chances in the first 20 minutes. We scored 5 goals. Okay? End of story. Today, I bet you, if you look at those first 20 minutes, we would have had 2 or 3 pretty decent chances to score. Okay? Just going to get my notes because I made some notes, guys. You know, I take the work I do seriously. Okay, we had a chance. Okay, we had a chance. That 8 minute. Okay, that one Gundogan hit over the onto the bar. Okay, and we scored a goal after 24 minutes. We didn't. Then just looking, we had another good chance after 28. Another half decent chance after 32. Okay, so we could have comfortably been 2, possibly 3-0 up before Everton scored. We're throwing away opportunities. Hi, Cole. Hope you're very well. Good evening to you. Kamal, I thought we were poor. Mahrez, KDB class. Jesus, England and Ghost. Otamendi poor. I wouldn't blame Otamendi. You know, he's put under more pressure in some of these games than normal, and it happened. Spencer, Everton FC biggest race out there. Victor and each be getting upset about. Look, I'm going to do. Sorry, I'm just undo my laces on my shoes. I don't know why they had to go about this, talking about this. I don't know whether it was before, during, or after the game. You know, they should have focused on the football. There's other times to talk about that. You know, I don't think it's this. And it's been going on. I'm not going to say one way or the other what's right, what's wrong. But funny thing is, they've been going on about this. It's nauseous the amount of time they're going on about this. They're making it into something a lot bigger than I believe it is. Okay, and it's because it's, you know, some of it's because it's City. Thanks, Chris. Well done on our win. Abhishek, Spencer, Andy Hinchcliffe saying he'd never encountered racist chat 17 years ago. Yeah, all right, Andy. I tell you, Andy, you're lucky you didn't go to school with me. If you'd gone to school with me 40 years ago, mate, you'll see what racist chat was like. Got it 20 years ago. Okay, live in someone else's shoes, Andy, and you'll see what racist chat was like, mate. Carl says, told you it would be close one. Team selections, questionable. Zinchenko was bobbins. Absolutely. I did a preview, or I did something on another channel, and I said I'd start with the Mendy. Zinchenko. The problem is, guys, and this is why I tell teams to go for City. Our defenders get away with it because our aims to play forwards, and we have 70% of the ball. When we have under 60%, 55%, or whatever, other teams can get at our defenders more. Unless you get at them, they won't make as many mistakes. Okay? Unless you put the pressure on. If you're not going to do it, they're not going to make those mistakes. Put them under pressure. They'll make mistakes. It happens. Zinchenko, yeah, the 2 free kicks he gave in the second half, pathetically poor. No need for it. That's what Kamal says. Zinchenko keeps giving away free kicks. Spencer at the grill Raheem after the game, he should have said no comment. Yeah, look, you know, they're all over City because they're sucking up. They've been sucking up to Liverpool for years. Samuel Albert Mahrez top. He was good. Spencer never begging for an upset without a regular defence. Yeah, he was all over it. The thing is, with, you know, he was complaining about our defence. Gary Neville should learn to understand that this has been our defence for, you know, we played with these guys for a while, and we've had bad defenders. Yeah, had bad for a while. You know, we played with these guys before, and we've got by. The problem is, as I said, when teams really go for us, when they really, really go for us, they put us under a tremendous amount of pressure, and the defenders cannot cope with that level of pressure. They just can't handle it, can't deal with it, and you know, that's what happens. So it's look, it's the way it is. Yeah, our guys just can't deal with it. Upload a video now. It's come up and says 55 minutes remaining. That's not happening. You can tell how slow. You can tell how slow the internet here. If it's going to take me 55 minutes to upload a 20-minute video, rubbish. But anyway, that's the way it is. We review. So yeah, you guys can watch it later. Every time I type, it goes more and more. So it's a hard-fought game. Good to have to give my ticket up to this game, but work is work, guys. Work is work. So it'd be interesting to see who you guys thought was man of the match. Who do you think was man of the match? It's a tough. I think it's a tough decision between KDB and Riyad Mahrez. They were the only two contenders off the top of my head, for me anyway. So let's have a look what else you guys are saying. Yeah, Chris Welch, whenever City win, that's when City hit all starts. Whenever City win, everyone's happy. Spencer Mark, how many keepers are going to throw the ball in the net again for Liverpool this season? It's crazy. Danny Tuami, hi, Danny. Hope you're well, Abhishek. Mahrez for Abhishek. Edison, man of the match for Spencer Mark. Look, he made it an important save, a really good save. Samuel Albert says Mahrez. When my video comes out, probably in another hour, I hope when we go to Germany, I'm going to get better internet in Germany, because this is talking about bobbins. It's really poor. It's really poor here. So when you're uploading a video and it says it's going to take over an hour and 10 minutes, it's telling me, and I don't think there's any way. Let's see. I can take my phone off. Take my phone off the Wi-Fi. Let's see if that makes any difference. I really doubt it. This stream's probably killing it as well. It's gone up to an hour and 11 minutes, and I'm taking my phone off the Wi-Fi. There's now that can be done, guys. It's the way it is. Let's turn as much off as I can. That's my feeling. It's not going to be great. But I've done as much as I can. I've closed down much additional stuff as I can. But anyway, let's go on with you guys. That's what you got to say. It's Wassa. I was fuming when I saw Sterling Gosling marking Mina. It was pathetic. How can Zinchenko, however tall he is, I'm not sure he's the 5'7" that Gary Neville claimed, but I don't think he's that much taller. He's taller than me, and I'm 5'7". So, but Mina's well over that. Zinchenko, let's have a look. Zinchenko is 175, so that's 5'9". He's 5'9". Mina has to be well over 6 foot. He has to be well over 6 foot, I reckon. Yeri Fernando Mina Gonzalez, 195. So he's 20 centimeters taller than Zinchenko, which in old money is 8 inches. 8 inches is huge. That makes Mina about 6'5". He must be 6'5". And he's probably got a run on Zinchenko as well. Crazy. Chris Welch says, should Pickford have done better for Mahrez free? Absolutely. He didn't have very far to go. Mahrez didn't leather it. He placed it. And I think Pickford moved late, went down late. Sometimes it happens, and I've got to see it again. Was he anticipating a shot over the wall? So he's waits on that way to go dive the other way. And if you do that, sometimes you're really slow to move in the direction of the ball. Spencer Matt, always a tough fixture against the Toffs. I can't believe how the Toffees do it. I honestly can't believe it. They get beat by Sheffield United at home last week, and then they put in a performance like this. But the thing was, until we scored and they had to come at us, it looked like it was just going to be one-way traffic. It looked like it was going to be another formality. It looked like it was going to be another easy win. But once they had to change their early strategy, once they took risks, once they came at us, they were a different beast. They were a different animal. And they show, and I say it time and time again, they show teams what can be done against City. You've got to go for it. Liverpool can do it because they go for it. Most teams don't go for it. They play defensively, and we tear them apart. We will score goals. This team going forwards will score goals. Yeah, we played 7 games. Yeah, 7 games we played this season. I'm just going to check how many goals. Okay, 7. And we've banged in 27 goals. We're basically 4 goals every game. 4 goals every game. It's remarkable. So we are going to score goals, guys. We're going to score goals. You're not going to beat us by defending. Norwich didn't beat us by winning 1-0. They scored 3 goals to beat us. You're going to have to score goals to have a chance against City. Spurs got a draw against City. Was it 0-0 or 1-1? 2-2. You've got to score goals against City if you want to get anything from the game. Yeah, Carl says Zinchenko, Mina, every corner. It's crazy. You can't get away with that. And I'd still say, why have you got Sterling at the back? Put Sterling up front. When we got corners, put Sterling up front. Put Aguero or whoever. Put your smallest players up front. Put your smallest players up front. If Mina is going in for the headers, put 2 players up front. Make them put someone like Mina further back down the pitch. Put 3 players up front. 4 if you have to. Take a risk. Why can't City take a risk? Let's see how big Everton's cojones are. If you put 3 or 4 men up front on their corner, are they going to leave just 1 man back? Or are they going to bring 3, 4, 5 men back? And if you're going to do that, are they like to bring the tall defenders back? The defenders who are tall, sorry, rather than the tall defenders, but the defenders who happen to be tall, are they going to bring them back? Or are they going to bring shorter players back? Who are attackers, or excuse me. So play with some players, leave them up the pitch. Kamal, we are starting to realize why Pat wanted Mahrez now. But Mahrez can do it. There's no question Mahrez can do it. He looks a far better player this season than he did last season. Yes, he does still frustrate and infuriate me when he has a poor shot, or poor cross or whatever. But he's getting better and better. Abhishek says Liverpool extremely lucky to win today, 1 and 3 points. Absolutely, but hey, if the luck's offered to you, you got to take it. You got to take it. That's it. Spencer Mac always raise it against the chance. More Salah. I mean, who do you support, mate? No problem. We take anybody on this channel. More Salah, top of the league. Can't argue about that, mate. Can't argue about it. Take it. Mashing it up. Yeah, I don't know what that means, Spencer Mac. If it means my stream is a bit wonky, it's because I don't have them having the UK. Mark Armstrong, hey, how been busy? Hope it's all. Hey, everything's good, Mark. In Paris still. I was working in a school yesterday, did 3 shows for them, and I was doing some training today, training this lady who wants to get in on the act. So spent about 4 hours with her. She certainly got her money's worth. Yeah, she, fingers crossed, I'll meet her again in a couple of months. I've given her the basics, sort of the basics. And I said, go away, spend the next couple of months practicing, okay? And then we'll see what you can do in 2 months' time. And then we'll go to the next level. I'll take it to the next level. And hopefully it's going to be good for her to get an opportunity to make some money for herself, you know. And yeah, you feel good to help people when they're down on their luck, when they need some skills. Yeah, we were pretty pleased with my day's work, and we went to this studio. It's a cracking place. It's a cracking, these studios where you can just hire it, and it's €2 an hour. €2 an hour. It's basically just a room, but there's lots of little rooms there. You see people doing yoga, doing exercise there, doing arts and crafts and stuff. So cracking place. I wish I'd found it earlier, but but the problem is Took me about an hour to get there. So the downside, Abhishek seems this season, yeah, I think Liverpool are going to be hard. I'll tell you this now, Chris. I'll tell you this for free. If Liverpool don't get 100 points this season, then I think that's a poor show. There's 93 points to play for Liverpool. 93. 31 games. If you can't win, just look at it. If Liverpool win 20 games from now till the end of the season, they'll finish with 81 points. Now, I think they're going to win a lot more than 20 games. If they win, I think it's reasonable to say let's win 23 out of the remaining 31 games. That's 69 plus just 21. That's 90 points. You're already on 90 points if you win 23 of your remaining games. City are under tremendous pressure. We've got to keep winning. And, that at this early point in the season is hard. Spencer Mark of Champions is when you miss 2 or 3 of your best players most of the season. Yeah. Well, Mark of Champions is whoever gets the most points, mate. That's it. Peaceful decadence. The right side is turning into a nightmare for the opponent. Really, really good lately. Don't know what you mean, mate. But you need to explain yourself a little bit. Kamal, why does Gundogan have on Pep? Kamal, look, Pep is not picking him because he's his mate or anything. Okay, Spencer Matt says he's steady. Look, he gives you a decent game most of the time. In some games he'll struggle, and look, if it's ifs, buts, and maybes. But if Gundogan scores that early chance with the goal that we scored and another chance or two in the first 90 minutes, we could have been well clear. We could have been 3 goals clear, and it doesn't matter about anything Everton do. It's just one of those things. We don't take our chances. I don't think he was a ghost, Kamal. And Jesus, I don't think either. What? And I'll say it again. We were not clinical. Gabby Jesus had a couple of more chances. Got to score. He had one that I think he should have scored. Raheem Sterling, that pass from Mahrez that he put wide after about 60 minutes, has to score. Absolutely has to score. But he put it wide. Look at the golden opportunities we had. Okay? Gundogan after 8 minutes hits the bar. Should have been a goal. Sterling in the second half when he put it wide with all of the goal to be, has to be a goal. It absolutely has to be. Other opportunities, half chances we had. Some of them we should have been finishing. We score just 2 or 3 more chances. We win 4-5-1. And no one's worried about it. Hard-fought win. We've got to finish more. Aaron Westgarth, hard-fought win. Can't afford to drop any more points going into Anfield. Yes, absolutely, mate. I think, the worry is if Liverpool can get a little bit further ahead. I don't think we're coming back this season. I don't care what other people say if they call me negative and not believing in City. I always try to be a realist if I can. And realism tells me Liverpool are going to be hard to catch this season. Yes, they might get a few injuries, but they're a better squad, even though they didn't buy anybody this summer, really. They're a better squad than they were 2 years ago. They're a better team. They have played longer together. Their younger players are developing. Don't be fooled that you have to always have to buy players. Don't be fooled by that, because your younger players are developing. So you might not get any new players, but your players might be 10% better. Half of them might be 10% better than the year before. Will Trent Alexander-Arnold be better than last year? He should be. He's developing. He's way off his prime. Will Robertson be better than last year? He should be. He's going to get better. Will Alisson? Well, he's not playing at the moment. Will he be better than last year? I think so. Will Fabinho? Absolutely. Will Naby Keita? Yes, he will. So many of your players will be better as they get older and more experienced. It will happen. Absolutely, Samuel. They have to score. Abhishek says, we do need a good solid centre back in January window. Tell me who and where from. You've got to tell me, Abhishek, where and who, where from and who. If it's a non-homegrown, we're not doing it. Cheeky told me himself. I've told you guys time and time again. If it's not homegrown, we haven't got the space. That's what Cheeky says. I don't think he's pulling my leg. He just agreed with basically just agreed with what I said to him. But he said, where are we going to do it? How can we do it? We have no non-homegrown space left. So we have to get a homegrown player. We're not going to go and pay 60, 80 million for someone like Nathan Ake. We're just not going to do it. And by Christmas, Eric Garcia might have proven himself. Taylor Howard-Bellis might have proven himself. Fernandinho might have proven himself. It was just a look. Here's a thought. That cross that came into Fernandinho, it should have been, we should have been trying to block that cross. We let it come in too easy. First mistake. Second mistake, Fernandinho could have just leathered that down the pitch. Instead, he just passed it to was it Iwobi? Second. Third, he put a tackle in and the ball ricocheted out wide when we had three players around Iwobi or whoever it was. So 3 pieces of bad play or being unlucky. That's what it was. It wasn't, it was bad play and being unlucky. If Fernandinho had leathered that ball high and handsome halfway down the pitch, Everton don't score. So there was a lot of luck that contributed, and bad play. Don't get away from that. But there's a lot of luck that contributed to that goal. Brad, how did Mina win header 3 times in a row? We can't learn from our mistakes, Brad. That's the problem because we're playing a zonal system in corners and free kicks and stuff. So the reason why he's winning headers against Zinchenko every time is because Zinchenko's told to stand there. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Carl says if we're so short at the back, we're having to use Ferner as emergency cover. We at least need the left back to turn up. That absolutely. Zinchenko was poor. That's why I wanted to start with Mendy. I said in the review that I put out, you've got to start with your best team. Which game of the two is the most important? Against Everton, an away game against Everton at home, or a home game against Dinamo Zagreb? Tell me which is the most important. We can lose against Dinamo Zagreb and still get through. Okay? But we can't afford to lose against Everton. Play your best team. Yeah, Spencer Mark, you're right. We could have won 5-1. Kamal says Mars will get played of the year. I don't think so. I think it'll be KDB. Because KDB's numbers are going to be better. KDB's got, 8 assists this season already? I think KDB's will be better if he stays fit because his numbers are going to just leap off the page. This is a season that KDB could, honestly, if he plays enough games, get 25 assists. If he's got 8, he's getting an assist a game. He can get 25 assists, guys. Honestly, that's smashed the records. If KDB gets 25 assists, no one's going to go near him for Player of the Year, PFA Player of the Year, or anything. Only Aguero has a chance. Nobody will get near him. Call H, if we were so sure. Oh, no, I missed that one. I've done that one. Sorry. Martin, we don't panic. We have it. I'm not panicking, but I said we're lucky. Spencer, you're a great young centre-back, Taylor Best, guys. This is what I'm saying. We have to give these guys a chance. And crying about it now is not going to make any difference. We cannot do anything for October. We cannot do anything for November. We cannot do anything for December. So why are we panicking? If we come to December and we're struggling, yeah, then maybe we dip our toes into the market. But 3 months, we can't do anything. I'm not going to panic 3 months early. I'm not going to panic. And by the end of December, we'll know where Emerick Laporte is. We'll know when he's coming back. And look, Stones is coming back. So why are we dipping our feet into the market? Stones will be back after the Wolves game. We'll be back for, I think, the game is it away against Palace. Stones will be back. So we're back to Stones, Nicholas Otamendi, Fernandinho. And guys, they've not become rubbish overnight. There's more to our problems than just poor defending. Excuse me, but poor defending doesn't help. Sea-Dog, have you been on the old sherbets, mate? Sea-Dog is very excited. Brad Niblock, Zinchenko can't defend, he gets outpaced and he can't tackle. Always pull shirts. But the thing is, what got me, okay, you can always be up against a really tough, tricky winger, but you don't foul him for no reason when you know we've got a problem at the back. Sea-Dog, good moments today. Yeah, lots of players have good moments, but you've got to be consistent. I thought Mendy would start too. I was hoping he would start. If he only lasts 60 minutes, so be it. Let him play. Kamal Dwyer, towards the end of the season, it was Rodri, KDB, Bernardo in midfield, and then Mahrez, Aguero still up front. Well, that's what I've said already. I've not said, I've always said Mahrez, Aguero still up front for me. And yeah, Rodri, KDB. Bernardo or David. I don't think Gundogan is the right guy for that. Herence, Tiguani, Zinchenko and Sterling were poor today, but can anyone tell me what Gundogan's role is? No defense, no creativity. The game, see, sometimes these games are not made for Gundogan. Yeah, Gundogan has a good role against a team that doesn't attack us that much. A team that's going to give him space and time in midfield. Then he's awesome. But as soon as the team go for us, he's not the same kind of play. He's not what we need. C-Dog says Gundogan was pretty decent. Angus is here. Hi, Angus. Angus is saying great results. Absolutely. It also looks to me from selection that Pep wants CL over CPL. That's the point, Kamal. Why would you not have Aguero starting today? Then I think we can play all 6 Champions League games with Gabby Jesus up front. Leave Aguero out. Bring Aguero in the knockout stages. Now that we won the away game at Shakhtar, if we win all our 3 home games, we'll top the group. That's it. We'll top the group, I think, if we win all our 3 home games. Nothing to write. Yes, you can argue Dinamo Zagreb will be the toughest opponents in this group, and if we beat them in the next game, then we will top the group and we can save Aguero for that game. But I still say play your best team from the start. Mark the Blue in Pep we trust. Got to, Mark. Got to. But you can see he's perplexed a bit as well and concerned. Spencer Rodri is a machine. We didn't get much of a go. Brad says apart from the goal, still was terrible second half. Yeah, my notes. It was poor. He disappointed me, especially when I thought he started off quite well. I expected more from him. The goal he missed. I'm just shaking my head. Angus says there's this trend on Twitter about Edison becoming the best keeper in the Premier League. It could do, but people still say it's Alisson, so I'm not going to worry about that. Iron West Guy, we need winning run going into game against Luca. Absolutely, mate. C-Doc says Rodri a little from what I know of him, and I love him. Angus says I missed the game busy rocking some weights and also been following the other games on the Gillette soccer program. Angus says Manchester is blue once again. It's been blue for a very long time. I'm sure Sea Dogs are having a few sherbets tonight. Well, I'm not worried about United. I might watch that game actually. I'll be absolutely battered. I've got a 1,000-kilometer drive, the best part 700 miles or whatever, to go to Germany on Monday. Manchester is blue. Close some windows down. Just on the off chance it helps my video to upload. How long is it on my video? Wow. Still 50 minutes to go. Well, guys, we've had half an hour. Come on, guys, ask me some questions. Let's get some comments, and then I can get some shut-eyes. 10 o'clock in Paris. I've been working hard, guys. Working hard these last 3 days. The drive on Wednesday, getting up early for training on Thursday, working all day in the school, and then going into Paris to do some training today, and bushed. I thought I'd given it away, Angus, because I put a picture of the road sign or the traffic information, and I thought it was easy. That tell you what, I was tempted, very tempted to drive into Paris. I wasn't so tired. I'd have gone into Paris to. I thought it'd be cool to do some filming under the Eiffel Tower, but it'll be dark, so I won't be able to read what's on the phone screen. I'm not going to speak French, mate. What's your take on Foden? His time will come, hopefully, and hopefully he'll still be here when his time comes. If he doesn't get, I think he'll wait till next season, and if it's next season is like this season, I think he'll be off at the end of the next season. If he's not getting game time next season, then I think he's going to say enough's enough. Sea-Dog, I watched Sheffield against Liverpool. The Man U keeper did give the 3 points. Man U? Yeah, he gave it 3 points, what I heard. Oh, you're going to get me Mr. Fouzi. Namaoui Jalal Fouzi. Where are you, mate? Are you in Paris as well? Absolutely. Namaoui. Spencer Mark, he's got to play on Tuesday. Who's that? No, I'm trying to work who you're talking about now. Tuesday, just play your best team. Look, Aguero's not going on international duty. Okay? Play Aguero. I'm getting frustrated with Gabby Juice for how hard he works. He misses easy chances. He doesn't have that air about him. Serge misses easy chances too, but he has the air about him. Oh, Spencer, yeah, I agree. We can play. I don't see why we can't play Foden on Tuesday. I can understand why Pep might play his best team, because if we win against Dinamo Zagreb on Tuesday, we're basically through to the next round as champions of the group. It'd be very hard for us not to be champions of the group. So I can see why he's saving the team for there. But yeah, but to be honest, I don't think Foden will start. I don't think Foden will start against Dinamo Zagreb. I think it'll be David Silva, Rodri, and depending if KDB's fit, Bernardo Silva. If it was me, I'd have Rodri, Bernardo Silva, David Silva, Mahrez, Aguero, Sterling. Whereabouts in Paris are you, mate? Nemaoui. Yeah, Aguero should have started. Cost me points, man. Not because he's my fantasy captain. Jesus worked out. I don't disagree, Sea-Dog. Aguero is on his form. He scored 8 goals this season or something. It's crazy. Occasionally, you can play them together. I mean, to play them together, you just drop Sterling. Now, if Pep says, Sterling, you were crap today, and I'm going to start Gabby Jesus on the left and Sergio in the middle, why not? There's your way. Angus Foden didn't have much, I think, against Preston. I don't think he had much impact. I think he was still unwell. Neuilly-sur-Seine, not far, mate. It's not far. I'm right now. I'm near Orly, and today I was in the centre of Paris. I couldn't even tell you where I was. Let's have a look where I was today. You can tell me where I was. Rue du Chemin Vert. Rue du Chemin Vert. Don't know where that is. I don't know which arrondissement that is in. Let's have a look then. Rue du Chemin Vert. Where's that? Why are people sending me messages? It's 11th arrondissement. There you go. 11th arrondissement, which off of the River Seine. That's where I was today. Not far from the Arc de Triomphe, you lucky guy, man. Sea-Dog, I feel now with Mendy, we're likely to see, possibly, could do it. I mean, look, if Pep's worried about his defence, he could play 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs. So you play a 3-5-2, 3 in midfield, 2 up front. 3 midfield, I mean, it's a risk. You end up with, but then you use your wingers as your wide men. Why not? So you play 3 centre-backs, 2 wing-backs, Rodri, KDB, and 1 other, Gabby and Sergio up top. Maybe give it a go, 1 game, see what happens. How did Cancelo play against Preston? Didn't get to watch it. Kamal, it was a walk in the park for City, so it's hard to assess it. That's my opinion. It's very hard to assess how good he played. He was all right, but it was an easy win, and our players were all right. Angus Edison, much better to Casino goal. Well, yeah, look, people will argue, and I'm not going to worry about it. But the comparisons with Alisson, all I want is Edison to do well for us. I don't care about comparing with Alisson too much. Kamal, it was the League Cup, the competition where they get experiment. Look, the thing was that League Cup. I mean, Preston didn't even play the best team. Preston, the Championship. It means railway food. Rue de chemin vert. Do you think Cancelo will start on Tuesday? Kamal, he's got a chance because it depends how you look at it. If Pep's really keen to win against Dinamo Zagreb, scoring a few goals, then I think he'll start Walker. And then Cancelo can start the next Champions League game. If we win, what I want us to do is win the first 3 Champions League games, then you can start with whoever you want and nothing to worry about. See, Doug, hope we have a good game midweek. That would already put much pressure on the first spot. We win, we're through. That's what, as champions in that group, Sea Dog. Kamal, will they throw Liverpool out of the League Cup? I really doubt it. Looking at from the outside at the moment, without going into too much detail, it's a similar offence to what Sunderland did a few years ago. They fielded an ineligible player in the League Cup, and I think in 3 games in the league, and they just got fined. So I suspect it'll be a fine. Cole and Angus want Garcia to start on Tuesday. I think that's a good call. Give the guy a game. But it's a hard game. But who would you start with? Garcia and Fernandinho? It's probably the way I'd go. Give Otamendi a rest. Preston thought they would do Norwich to us, but they did very poor. Preston weren't very good at all. They didn't do what they should have done. You should go for it. That's it. Preston manager should have played his best team. But they're going to look at it and say, we're 3rd in the Championship. We want to maintain, we want to maintain our position in the Championship. So I can understand. Why they did what they did. But that means you've got to win. So, but then again, they drew 3-3 with Bristol today, Bristol City. So has it really helped them? I mean, having said that, they were 2-0 down at half time at home. No, sorry, 2-1 down. They scored in the injury time in the first half. But, they've come back a couple of times to get a draw in that game. But, if you're going to play a weakened team, you've just got to win your next game. Sea-Dog, play your first team against a team like City, absolutely. Doaj Bouchetta, who was your man of the match? Well, I've given it to Mahrez. It was toss-up between Mahrez and Kevin De Bruyne because Kevin De Bruyne put a fantastic crossing for the first goal. He puts 2 or 3 other really good passes and crosses in. But Riyad Mahrez scored the second goal. He put a beautiful pass for Sterling for a tap-in, and Sterling missed. He did another couple of good passes. Okay, he mixed that up with some absolutely poor shooting, poor finishing. The last goal we scored, he linked up well with Aguero. Okay, I think Aguero did well. But hey, without Mahrez Aguero doesn't put that cross in for Sterling to hit home. So, for the argument that Mahrez scored one, set up another couple of good chances, I'll give it to him. The only other person who I thought had a decent game was KDB. So KDB and Mahrez, and I've gone for Mahrez. That can backfire. Don't focus on one game. Just keep going and say, I'm going to win every game. The Goons keep going, Angus. They're not going to stop. So that pass to Gundogan. Look, There was that pass to Gundogan. There was the pass to Sterling. Was it Mahrez' pass to Gundogan in the after 8 minutes? Let me check my notes, guys. Because I need my notes. Yeah, I've got it. Good work from Mahrez on the right. Cross across the box. Tap in for Gundogan. And he hits the bar. So Mahrez set up 2 easy goals, which weren't converted. He could have been walking off to do with a goal and 3 assists. Definitely a goal and 2 assists. So it's not his fault that people are missing open goals. You can't blame him. Yeah, KDB did well. Rodri had a good game. Rodri was okay. I think he struggled in the first half because Gylfi Sigurdsson was sat on him, and so he couldn't influence the game. And City generally want to play the ball through Rodri, and then he can do the shot or spray the ball out wide, shot passes or spray them out wide. But with Sigurdsson sitting on him, they couldn't use him much more than as a wall, as a ball. So they could pass it to him, and he just have to pass it back. He didn't have the space in time to turn and then affect the game in a more positive way. One thing I do like about Rodri is he can take the ball. He can better than Fernandinho. Fernandinho can do the short and long passes, but Rodri can carry the ball better than Fernandinho and set up more, I think. Good football. Alex Garcia scored. Good for him. But he's playing low level of football in Belgium now, isn't he? Which is really disappointing. I forgot the name now. Playing from someone's going to tell me where Alex Garcia is. Montserrat. I can't remember. I mean, my memory's poor at the best of times. Royal Excel Muscron. Why did I say Montserrat? Muscron. He's not tall either. He's 5'9". Yeah, First Division Belgium. Royal Excel Muscron. Belgium is not high level. He's not playing a high level of football, Sea Dog. Belgium is not high level. Belgium First Division. Angus, no, probably that's easy because it's French, isn't it? Royal Excel Muscron. Emmanuel Macron, Muscron. It's not much different. The Belgium league isn't that great. You got to accept that. You know, got to accept it. I mean, they're 3rd in their league. No, 5th. Sorry, just looking at the league table. Actually, let's have a look at the Belgium league table just to, I've got that better to do. I don't know. I hate people who ask me to go with their cookie policy. I'm not interested. But as I said, 5th in the table. Well, the 3rd after today. Really would be good if people keep it up to date. So we got Club Bruges with 20 points. Royal Excel Muscron with 16 points after 9 games. So they're 4 points behind, and the top 3 have got games in hand. And let's have a look for Anderlecht. Vincent Kompany's Anderlecht. Where are they? Well, so far they're not in the top 10. They're in the top 12. Let's not look at Anderlecht. Come on, guys. Let's move on in a second, and I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, it's my opinion. It's my opinion. Belgium is not one of the top 5 leagues in Europe. If we want to talk about the top 5 leagues, we've got Italy, Spain, England, France, and Germany. They're the top 5 leagues. So if you're not in the top 5 leagues, I think they're a low level of football. There you go. How many teams do Belgium get in the Champions League outright? Is it 1? Do they get through direct, or do they have to qualify? I can't remember. England get 4 without having to qualify. Spain get 4. Germany get 4. I think, so that's my opinion why it's a lower level of football. Angus never pronounced. You can pronounce it. Just a bit of practice. See, Kamal, you've got to be very careful what you read sometimes. That's my opinion. That it was someone said the owner of Anderlecht wants to sell up. And because Vincent's there, someone's just joined the dots and said they're going to sell to City. The dots might not even exist. And I actually think it's very hard for them to sell to City, okay? Because there's already the problem of Girona, who could play City in Europe. Now, that's going to be a very real problem. With Girona not in the top division in Spain, then it was okay. But Belgium, okay, let's say we buy whoever. Let's say we buy Anderlecht. Let's say they get into the Champions League. Are you ever going to allow two teams owned by the same group to play each other? It's a problem, which is why we're generally buying stuff around the world. Excuse me. Maybe it's less competitive. Well, I'm saying it's lower than the top 5 leagues in Europe. Yeah, well, look, Sea-Dog, it's pretty obvious. Every first division, it's not somehow, it is the best in the country, but it's a low level of football. It's a lower level of football than he should be playing. That's what I'm saying. Last season, he was playing for Girona in La Liga, okay? Now, that's one of the top 5 leagues in Europe. If you say the French league is the 5th strongest, I'd say the Italian is it the 4th? Is La Liga in the top 2, top 3? So Alex Garcia was playing in one of the top 2 or 3 leagues in Europe and obviously the world. Okay, now he's playing in Belgium, which automatically makes it at least, at best, the 6th strongest league. At best. And I would say the Dutch league is stronger than the Belgian league, quite comfortably. So straight away, that makes it the 7th best league. Is the Portugal league stronger than Belgium? I think so too. That makes it the 8th best league. Have I got my numbers right? At best, Belgium is the 8th best league in Europe. 8th. And he was playing it in La Liga, which was arguably the 2nd best league in Europe. So that is a fact. So the fact is, Belgium is at best the 8th best league in Europe, and Alex Garcia was playing in the 2nd best league in Europe last season. So he's dropped from 2nd to 8th. So that's a low level of football compared to the 2nd best league in Europe. That's a fact. Namau the Belgium league sucks. Well, there's Namau's opinion. Angus Walsh, I'll go along with that. Spain, Germany, England, Italy, and France, top 5 leagues. Exactly. Top 5 leagues in order: England, Spain, Italy, Germany, France. Probably what I'd say as well, Kamal. That's what I'd go along with that. I'm not saying Belgian league's worse than the Polish, but I'm saying it's at least 8th. So Sea-Dog says England, Spain, Germany, France, and Italy. So my point holds. He's playing a low level of football, and relatively speaking, compared to what he was playing before. Belgian league probably the same as Scottish Premier League. No, Kamal, I wouldn't go that far. The Belgian league is better than the Scottish league, but that's a better comparison. Angus, yes, the numbers are right. 8th best league, spot on. Cheers, mate. Still, company thought he would be good, be a god, and now look, absolutely, things are not so easy. Anderlecht was 6th last season. It was a poor season. French league also sucks. It's just making good young players. Yeah, I've got to agree. No, you know, it is. You can see the way PSG are flopping in Europe now because it's just too easy for them back in France, and they're losing at home as well. Right, guys, I think that's my stream for tonight. We've been up for over 50 minutes. I need some rest. Got a busy day on Monday, and I need to rest tomorrow to get that. Company needs time. He'll do better and sexy. Absolutely, Kamal. Red Duan says Riyad Mahrez. Well, we give Riyad Mahrez the man of the match. So most people agreed Riyad Mahrez, man of the match. The Algerian prince. So good for him. Sea-Dog, they have to turn up somehow. So I see from afar. I don't know much games there. Very much pressure. Take care, guys. Have a very good evening. Enjoy our hard-fought City win, and good night, and sleep tight, guys.